Hello and welcome back. In this section of the webinar, I will share with you some free resources that I found online that were really useful as supplemental resources for my lessons. I found great handouts, great videos that I use for my students to enhance teaching and learning. So let's take a look at some of those. So on this creative drama website, creativedrama.com, I found a lot of warm-up games, a lot of activities that you can use for your ensemble building units. And they have the description here, sometimes videos that demonstrate how the game should be played. But this is a great resource, especially for beginning teachers or any teacher that you're looking for new games to introduce to your students. The second site I'd like to share with you, it's this BBC Teach site. Is here on the BBC website. And here's an article that goes over making a musical, but I especially like this one here that says what makes a great theater actor. It's an article about the skill sets and things that are needed to be a great theater actor. So when I'm introducing that acting unit, especially to my sixth graders, I usually start here. And there are other great resources that's available on the site, but I especially like this article. There's also a Shakespeare archive resource. So if you're ever introducing Shakespeare to your students, they have a lot of great resources here available for you. On this same site, here's another article. It talks about acting around words. This is where the actors explore techniques around emotion and interaction and obstacle and body language. So I again use this during my acting, my characterization unit, talking about acting. And when I begin to introduce physical acting and using emotions and playing with objectives and just making physical acting choices, especially for my eighth graders, I use a lot of the material that's available on this page during those lessons. Here is another great document, and I will share this PDF under this video. It just gives you a series of exercises that you can use as far as character work for your students. I find this really helpful, especially for my eighth graders when we're working on our play or one-act play, and we're talking about character building and understanding your character. I use these exercises as a warm-up at the top of each rehearsal or top of each class. You can use these as well when you are working with scenes with your students or even monologues, helping them to really dive into who the character is and finding them physically, exploring the character's walk. There are several exercises that helps with that as well. Here are some other free resources on the Theater Folk website, and it says free resources. This is actually free stuff. It is actually free. And you can just find sample, there are scripts here, monologues for girls, monologue for guys, there are group scenes, there are duet scenes that are on here, and it also provides a handout, an article that provides performance tips as far as monologues. So this is really great. I love to use this for my middle school kids. It's really simple. And a lot of these scenes are from plays. They can then look up and read the scripts which these plays are from. Then here's another website. It's the American Theater Wing website. And I particularly love the section that covers theater legends. So it gives interviews and articles on different theater artists throughout theater history. And you can listen to the interviews from a lot of these artists as well. On the American Theater Wing website, there's also a section entitled Career Guides. So this provides intimate conversation with professionals that reveal their path to their career success. So when we are also looking at different roles in the theater, the jobs, the business of theater, these videos are really, really useful to spark conversations and just to help the students get a better understanding. Sometimes we talk about these different roles and they're just learning information, taking notes, but actually hearing about individuals who are working in these different jobs and roles and hearing about their path to success, it's really inspirational for the students, especially those that really do want to pursue this and are not exactly clear on how to do it. So it takes you to this site and it has a lot of, you can scroll through from scenic designer, lighting designer to marketing director, playwright, company manager, choreographer, all of that. So you can even have the students select one of them and they're responsible for watching the video and taking notes on the things this person did to get to where they are. The next site I'd like to look at is also on the American Theater Wing website, and this section is called Working in the Theater, and it also provides more videos and interviews from several working professionals. Here's Kenny Leon from True Colors Theater, and there are several others. So if you're looking for videos when discussing your jobs in theater unit, here you go. The next website is a Theater Museum Canada site. This also has a lot of videos and interviews of individuals that you can share with your students. I love to have my students watch these as bell ringers, and they're great to spark conversation. There are other sections on this website as well, theater design. So when I am covering my technical theater unit, I do use a resource from this site, as well as rehearsing and creating a play when we're going into preparing for our one-act class production. The last website I'll share with you is on the Royal Shakespeare page. This is really, really helpful if you decide to introduce your students to Shakespeare plays and to have them read and analyze and so on and so forth. This is a really great tool. It gives you an in-depth analysis of the play and the characters. It gives you a summary, as well as videos from actors who may be in the play to a director discussing their process. So here, this is As You Like It. So a little bit of information about the play, the story, the characters, gives you vocabulary words, goes over facts about the setting. Here's a clip of an actor explaining her process. There's a detailed information about the play here, as well as I mentioned before, the in-depth analysis of the play and the characters. And it's the same for the others. Hamlet. If you're introducing iambic pentameter, this video under the Hamlet script is really great. It explains it in a very simple way that students are able to understand clearly. So again, these are just a few of the free resources that I found online. There are several others. I will share with you the PDFs and the links for these websites. Any additional documents, I will also share those under the video on the Godot site. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We are on Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube. Again, thank you so much for listening. I hope this video is useful for you. Bye-bye.